Welcome to Just Cuz Podcast. This is Jay.
And this is Katina.
Hey, everybody. We missed y'all. We hope y'all had an amazing Christmas.
Yes. Fire
Christmas. We hope that you enjoyed your family and your friends, that you got a chance to love on one another, hang out with each other, have some fun, share some laughs, and some moments and memories that will last you a lifetime.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Honey, let me tell you, if you had a birthday, here I come. Are y'all ready?
Here it comes.
If you ain't ready for it, don't worry about it. Here it come anyway. If you had a birthday, happy birthday. If you had a birthday, happy birthday. If you had a birthday, if you had a birthday, if you had a birthday, happy birthday.
Remix.
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. My sister-in-laws, two of them, Irish twins, they had a birthday. Tatiana had a birthday on the 22nd. Tashira had a birthday on the 24th.
Hey.
Happy birthday, ladies.
Yes, happy birthday.
I love y'all. Okay, guys, we about to dive into it, honey. Check on them moves, okay? We've had a lot of fun during Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what about when you get home? And all that all that laughter, all that fun. Some of us are out of town.
Right.
Some of us don't get to see our family members every day, all day. Pick up the phone, check on them.
That's right.
Go on FaceTime. Go on Facebook Messenger.
That's right.
Check in with your people.
That's right. Even though you were just together, still, some people get holiday blues.
Yes.
So still check in with your people. Make sure that everybody is good.
Yes.
You know, it's always nice and easy to put a smile on when you're around people, but sometimes when you get alone, that just dissipates.
Yes.
So make sure that you're checking in on your family,
yes,
your friends,
yes,
people.
Check in, okay? So here we come with this mood, Tina. I mean, do you want to go first or you want to go first?
No,
what we doing?
You go first.
Okay, you want me to go first? Well, I'm going to describe my mood. I guess we can pick whatever we want to pick.
Okay.
You know, it's fine.
Okay.
But I'm going to describe my mood as a palm tree. Okay. Palm trees are beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm,
they are very big. They're full of life.
Yes.
Everyone wants palm trees, right?
Mm-hmm. They're so
but
cute.
what happens to the palm tree in the storm? We never see palm trees laying down that's been broken.
Oh my gosh,
and
that's
toe up.
So good. You're right.
Because they bend, but they don't break.
Oh, girl, you better say that.
Okay.
Oh,
and so, yes. So my week, I might have was bending because we were sick. My household was sick this past week.
I know, and I missed her, y'all. I missed her. Let's just get that out there. I felt so lonely. I'm so used to hearing from Jay, texts and phone calls and all that stuff, and she was not feeling good. And when I heard her voice,
oh my God,
the way she sound, I said, "Oh, heavens no!"
Okay,
Jesus, fix it right now.
Okay,
right now,
because I hear it a little bit still now, but it ain't nowhere near what it was. Tina was like, "Oh my God, Jay, you sound bad."
I did.
And what I say? Thank you, Tina.
She did. And I didn't really mean it like that, but she did sound bad. It just caught me off guard.
Honey, let me tell you, and let's be honest, it is a lot of sickness and illness and stuff going around right now. Protect yourself.
Yes.
Some people feel like it's cliche to do masks. Please do masks.
Yes.
Put mask on. You need to protect yourself. It's not so much as everybody else. Mm-hmm. Protect you. Make sure you are good. Make sure you're not bringing anything home to your family, your babies, Jay. Or your babies not bringing anything home to their family.
That's right, Jay. Tell them.
Because, honey, it's real out here in these streets. And germs is real.
It is real.
And so, yes, I was a palm tree. I was under the weather. I was in the storm. I did not break. I bent a little bit. I slept a whole lot, but I did not break. And even still, I'm still trying to work and get stuff done. But you know what? That's a palm tree. That's the strength of a palm tree. Because regardless of what, you're going to still stand and you're going to still stand and do what you need to do.
That's good. That is so good. You know what? I didn't even think about any of those details that you just put out there. So if I had to describe my mood as a tree, let's say an evergreen. I'm going to say an evergreen because although it is winter outside, it's cold and everything else dies down, everything else dies, but the evergreen is still green.
Okay, now
it's still green. It's still voluptuous. It's still beautiful. It's still filled with color. You know, yes, it is. It is not a tree that has flowers or anything like that significant, but it's beauty. It's beauty. And if I'm not mistaken, they even use some of those forms or those types of trees for Christmas trees, don't they? Don't they use the evergreen? Some tree forestries or tree farms or whatever you use.
We'll say yeah. I don't know. But we'll say yeah. It sounds beautiful.
We'll say yeah.
You will say yeah.
And I can imagine it like what you see on TV with it being capped with snow, you know. And even though it's capped with snow, the snow makes it look even that much more prettier.
Yes, you know, come on, Tina.
With this pretty green, glossy pine needles.
Yeah.
You know. So I would say that would be my mood. It might be cold outside. And other things might be dying out and dying down, but I'm still going. And I'm still rolling on strong. And I'm going to go into the next season just the same exact way.
Okay, vibrant. I hear you. Because when I think about evergreen, it is so rich and green and beautiful.
It is.
Yes.
It's got it has like a deep, oh gosh, how would you describe it? Potent. A deep, potent green to it. You know, look real healthy.
Oh,
that was very
country. That's a real healthy. Baby, you got a potent mood. I'm here for that potent mood, honey.
Well, we are potent today.
We are potent.
We living. Green is a sign and a symbol when it comes to plants of living and growth.
Yes.
So, and every day I'm growing. Every day that God allows me breath in my body.
Come on now, Tina.
So today my mood, it would represent the evergreen.
Come on, evergreen. All right, y'all. We about to get into your favorite, our favorite, everybody's favorite. We about to do WWYD. WWYD, if you want to participate, you know, you DM us. You send us an email to justcuz80s@gmail.com.
Come on, give it to
me. Okay.
Give it to me.
Or just drop us a message. And today we got somebody and they are anonymous. So if you want to send anonymous, then you can.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody don't have to know your business.
Everybody know your business, baby. We can just talk about it and you can take what you need and go about your business.
You knew what you wrote and that's all it needs. That's all that matters.
That's it.
You know.
Oh my God. All right. Here we go, anonymous. So we're gonna call you A. This from A.
Okay. A.
Okay. All right. I am in the 10th grade. Oh, Tina.
Yeah.
Okay. I am in the 10th grade. I do not have friends.
Oh no.
I eat lunch by myself every day.
Oh no.
I used to just go to the bathroom until lunch was over. I want to make friends, but I don't know how. Oh, wow, baby. I have an older brother, but he and I are not that close. He is in college now. There are people that I think are interesting, but I get so nervous when I try to start a conversation. So I say nothing. Aww. I feel so alone.
Oh, Jay, that pulls at my heartstrings. That pulls at my heartstrings.
Yeah, I need you to go first because I need to recover.
Oh, gosh, look, you know what? She got me feeling like we ought to go and visit her.
Yeah.
We need to go to her.
We're going to go to school.
We're going to come and have lunch with you, you know.
Right.
Since you sit by yourself at lunch. Oh, my gosh, that really does pull up my heartstrings, though, to hear that. And to be at such a wonderful age where you should really be enjoying all aspects of your life, you know, and not to be sociable or to socialize with other people and to be nervous. But baby girl, why? Or whomever, why, baby girl, baby boy, why are you nervous when it comes to speaking to other people? This is what I'm trying to, I'm trying to gather in my mind. But it doesn't make a difference why you are nervous when you speak to others. I'm gonna just put it to you like this: it's simple and it's easy. All you have to do to start out and I think maybe that's what it is. A lot of people don't know how to do icebreakers. It's as simple as a smile. It's as simple as a hello. Hey, how you doing? And if people give you, I say this all the time in business, if you give me more than 3 words, I'm going to start a full out conversation with you. We're going to go into whatever it is that is going on in our atmosphere or whatever it is that's going on around us. And don't let it be some funny weather. We're going to start a conversation about that. But it can start out so simple as a smile or a, hey, how you doing? You can always kind of feel the emotion off of other people, whether they are warm, whether they're cold. You can feel their nature. So you know whom you should kind of reach out to, if you're extending yourself beyond your space of comfort, you should, you'll kind of be able to feel and gauge who you can reach out to. I love the fact that you said, you recognize there are interesting people, around you. That's awesome. It means that you take note and detail, even though you're quiet and you're to yourself, that you listen and you take note and you like jot down the details in your mind about different people. And that's a good thing. And actually, that is something that can make you very successful in life because you are actually watching the characteristics of other people and learning how other people move and what makes them tick. And that's a good thing. So even though you're quiet and you're to yourself and you sound like you're an introvert, it's still, it's like your behavior or your lack of socialism, I guess, if that's even a word, but your lack of socializing with other people is still not a negative, because you can always turn that into a positive when it comes to the way that your life is structured in the future, when it comes to your job or just anything, job, family situations, whatever, because you, like I said, you are in you're at an age and in a space where things should just be so awesome in life. 10th grade, if I could go back.
Girl, baby. I'd be running back.
Girl, if I could go back, Jay, if I could go back. But this darling sounds so sweet and so innocent. Oh my gosh. Jay, we're going to have to go have lunch.
Okay. But we got look, how we going to find them? Because they're anonymous. I don't know.
Look, you hear us on this podcast because you wrote in. So now we're asking you to reach back out to us and we're going to come and have lunch with you.
Period.
Where you at?
Let us know. Okay, So, first of all, I want to commend you and celebrate you. Okay? Because there's a lot that I know about you just from reading this. So, if you are someone that tends to be by yourself or that, finds themselves alone sometimes, leaders are mostly alone.
That's good, Jay.
Change makers, creators, because you're probably very creative. Creators, writers, geniuses are usually walking a path alone. And it's not anything bad or anything wrong with it. The key thing here is that you want to spread your wings. You want to make friends. You want to talk to people. And it just sounds like to me is that you just need the courage and the push to do so.
Right.
So what I want you to do is I want you to love on yourself.
Yes,
I want
Jay.
you to learn everything and write down everything that you know about you and what you like. and what you're interested
That's
in
good, Jay.
and what makes you so amazing and so awesome, because you never know. It could be many people at your school dying to know who you are.
That's right.
Because you are so unique, you are so amazing. And so when you capitalize on who you are, then you're going to start to get the, who is that?
Right.
They're going to start looking at you a little bit more like, hey. And like Tina said, it just starts with the hey. How you doing? Simple. You don't even have to go carry a conversation. Just those people that you think are interested, hey, how you doing? And be done with it. If they talk to you, the next thing I want to say, well, what do you like to do? What you interested in? If you are involved in any activities, extracurricular activities, anything like that, social clubs are amazing. Because what social clubs does in school is allow you to group with like-minded people.
That's right.
Right?
That's good.
And
Jay.
so if you are grouped with like-minded people, you can talk about things that you all share common interest in. Right? And they can become some amazing friends to you. Some amazing, if they're not friends, they can be acquaintances. Okay?
That's right.
But regardless of what, we want to celebrate you, and we want to take that loneliness away, because know and understand this, you are never truly alone.
Right.
You have people that love you. Right. You have people that care about you. You have people that celebrate you. So you are never truly alone. And anytime you want to talk, write us. Talk to us.
Say it, Jay.
We on social media.
Tell the people, Jay.
You can talk to us, baby. It is fine. But we hope, again, that we have given you some type of nugget, something that will help you so that you can frame what you want things to look out. Because, baby, high school is amazing.
It is.
This is like the most amazing time of your life right now. And I wish I knew that when I was in high school, right? Because, baby, I would have done things a whole lot different. And, baby, I wouldn't have cared if you liked me, didn't like me, want to talk to me, not want to talk to me. I was going to be making my little footprints in the sand.
What you talking about?
Baby, I should have done everything that I wanted to do. But I was so worried about other people.
Oh, God, Jay. Don't we make that mistake? We make that mistake when we are like trying to grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Too fast. And then when you get grown and you realize, well, dang, it wasn't that important. Like, it wasn't that much to it.
Nope.
It wasn't that much to it. I should have stayed where I was.
Okay.
Enjoy your life. Enjoy the space and the time that you are in. Don't be afraid to smile. And like Jay says, if they act as if they don't want to receive you, look, shake the dust from your feet and keep it moving. Because there'll be somebody else that will appreciate your company, baby doll.
Yes.
Keep it moving.
Yes. Embrace everything that you are.
Yes.
Whether we don't know if you male, female, that don't even matter. Embrace everything that you are and everything that you have a desire to do in this space, in this moment, starting now, do it. Do it now and for the rest of your life. You never have any regret for not doing something. You step out there on faith. You know that you can do it and you do it.
Yes. That's good.
That's it.
That's good. Hey, Jay, that was great advice. That's great.
Yeah. And we're rooting for you.
Yes, we are.
We are number one. We your friends.
Yes, we are.
Hey, we your friends.
As a matter of fact, the people that are around you, that's part of the conversation you can have. Oh my gosh, I got some friends on the podcast that just could.
Period.
There you go. There's your conversation starter.
There's your conversation starter. Have you ever listened to them?
Right.
Oh, you need to listen to them. They're my friends.
Yes, girl, hype us up. A guy, girl, guy,
whoever you are,
hype us up.
Let us know. Look, let them know, baby. You got some people rooting for you, and then you can play this part for them. They was talking about me.
Right.
Period. And be on about your business.
That's right.
Well, y'all, we got to get into this main topic, and it's so fitting because with I say A because it's anonymous, but with A writing in, this is like a wonderful topic about socializing or socialization and what that looks like and how we frame and unpack that.
Jay, I know we talk about the cultural difference in people and in the gap between the generations and things like that. This conversation right here, I'm going to speak based off the experience that I am actually going through and dealing with right now. Like, and I will use a little transparency. So right now, well, wait a minute, Jay, you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Baby, you in it.
She said, you in it.
You were in it, go.
Okay, so I'm going to just keep on driving.
Yeah, keep driving.
Okay. I just thought I would toot the horn,
It's okay, I'm on the passenger side. Go ahead.
But yeah, so in my career, I work with people face to face. You know, I do deals, I do real estate. So I do deals and I work with my clients. Whether I work with the buyer side or I work with the seller side, whatever, I work with the loan officers, I work with the attorneys, whatever it is. But you're working with those individual people and it's a small group of people. But it's been a long time since I've been in a work setting of like a mill or a warehouse to where I'm like surrounded by different people, like all kinds of people. Well, I'm gonna tell you this little story. So my son and I carpool. He wanted to pick up a little gig to do some for some Christmas money, a little extra money. And I was like, yeah, bet. I want to too. So I was like, okay, that's cool. We'll carpool. And so we picked up this little gig for some extra money, some extra cheese. And we go to do the training. You have training. I ain't done this stuff in so long. So good gracious. So I have to go back and remember. So we do the training and we go into the training and there's all these different people. But I told you, I do real estate and I cannot exist in the world of real estate without a mouth that moves. Right. I cannot exist in that world. And so, my nature is, hey, how you doing? Smile. That is my nature. I don't care who you are. I'm going to smile and I'm going to speak. And if you say more than 3 words to me, it is a conversation. Period. Now, if we talking about real estate, by then I'm going to be done through you my pitch. It's all good. But this is a whole little different situation. I can't necessarily pitch. I take that back. Yes, I can pitch while I'm there. And I probably will. But to circle back around to the socializing or whatnot. One thing that I noticed though, Jay, like this whole cultural divide thing, this gap that we've been talking about and trying to shrink the gap or whatnot. Okay, so us in our age, our age group, it's we're different. Yes. We're talkers. We talk. When we were in high school, at the age that A is at, when we were at that age, we went out. Yep. We hung out. Yep. We went to parties. We went to football games, basketball games, baseball games, whatever. We were involved and active in school and with friends and socializing. We were involved. We talked on the phone. You remember that?
At the house.
We had a house phone. And you would actually pick up your phone and talk on the phone. And some of us, if you were lucky enough, you had your own phone number. Yep. You had your own phone number. If it wasn't a phone that was dedicated to you, you had your own ring at least.
Baby, we talking about, I remember us having the first cell phone that was ever made.
Yes, girl. Them great big, they were so big.
So big.
They were so big.
And we thought we was something paying $900 for 1 minute. That was crazy.
I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, times have really come along though, Jay. They have come along. But so now, living the life that we've lived and the way that we grew up in school and around our friends and whatnot, and how sociable we were, it's hard for me to see this generation and they're so withdrawn and so quiet. It's almost as if, just like A said, they're afraid to smile. They don't have much warmth to them. But it's almost like it's from a fear. Yeah. It's from a fear, Jay. Going into this little, this little gig, we take this training, and in the training, of course, there's a lot of young people. I call them young people because they're much younger than me. They're more like the age of my son. There's a lot of young people in the training. Well, like I said, I'm that type of person. I'm going to smile and I'm going to speak. They seem so fearful, just to say hello, Jay, just to smile, this is what they would do. They would come into the room, put their hood over their head and just sit there with their hands in their lap or whatever, or their phones right there in their face. No socializing to get to know the people that you are about to work with.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about the divide and the gap between the age groups, this is where a big part of it comes in. I mean, on the job, you have a lot of these young people, they are not used to socializing for whatever reason. And I think a lot of that reason, which we discussed in brief, to do with COVID and, these kids not being in school, them not being in school. So they had to do a lot of their work online. So they got used to not having to be around other people. And they got used to being at home and not having to socialize to make friends. Why? Because you at home and you got your family. So you talk to your family, or whatever. But anyway, this setting forced me to into a position to see and to feel what it's like to be around this generation of kids or young adults, and to learn their mannerism and to try to figure out how to maneuver in that mannerism. Because for me, it's uncomfortable when I'm around people that feel as if, or that I see what looks like fear.
Yeah.
Of them to be just allowing them to communicate because of fear. So, like I said, I'm going to speak to you, and one thing that I realized is that over time, so I just use my real estate charm. And over time, these young people, as we learned the job and got on the floor, I would always speak every morning before we would get to work, whatnot. They would come in and they would be quiet, just tight-lipped, just quiet, not say a thing. I made it my business to make sure that I spoke to each and every one of these young people so that they would feel comfortable that they could respond back and that conversation was okay. It is evident that these kids or young adults have become so comfortable with them not having to carry on conversations and them being happy with their socialization being social media and through their cell phones and through text, Jay.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. And, when I think about it, Tina, and I agree with everything that you have said, when I think about the generation now and as it relates to being able to socialize with people that are outside your race, people that are outside your age range, people that are outside your culture and all that, it is difficult. And you spoke about working remote. You spoke about how they went to school remote. And so a lot of them didn't get that opportunity to be in school with one another and to forge and build those relationships like we, have known. Because regardless of what, I don't care what the illness was, we were going to go to school.
That's right.
You might have, if you had it, you was going to be out for a little bit, but you was going back to school.
You sure were.
And so I think that plays a part. I also believe that just as far as our country as a whole. And I know that we don't like to talk about politics and things, but those things play a part in how we develop and who we become.
That's right.
And
Jay.
How we interact with one another. And so it has been very, very tumultuous for us across party lines for several years. Our kids had to endure this.
That is
Our
so
kids
true.
had to look at this through the media. Our kids have felt the divide. Our kids have been in homes that maybe their parents feels this way and they may not feel that way.
That's right.
And so when you think about freedom of speech, think about when we grew up. It was speak out loud, whatever you thought, however you felt. Tell people how you feel. Talk about this. Talk about that. Whatever. And in this space and time right now, our babies don't get that.
Right.
Our babies are trying to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. Their head is down. You talked about them having their hood on, sitting down. It's almost like they are invisible.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they're like, look, I'm here to do what I need to do. Nothing more, nothing less, because I want to stay out of trouble. I want to stay out of the limelight or the front where everybody attention and everything is on me. Like they want to blend in.
Mm-hmm.
They want to become furniture.
Wow. Is that a good thing though?
I don't think that's a good thing.
How do we have leaders? How do you build leadership when everybody is the same? And if you're trying to blend in, how do you build good leadership like that?
Yeah.
And these are the potential leaders of the generation now.
And what may happen is, you know, that when we were in the 90s, because I was in high school, you were in high school and stuff during that time. Think about what happened when we got to the 2000s. And we were older. Mm-hmm. We were older then. We getting ready to go to college. We getting ready to do all these different things or whatever. And so times changed for us. Mm-hmm. And when technology was changing,
it sure was.
Everything was moving at a swift pace during that time. Mm-hmm. And we had to adapt.
Right.
We had to move. We had to adapt with it. And that may be what happens with our children, is that as they go into adulthood, they have to adapt and have to frame things the way that they need to frame them in order for them to come into a leadership position. In order for someone like A to realize that her power is greater than what she thinks, you know, or he thinks, you know what I'm saying? And so it's almost like you are maturing and developing as time is moving. And that's very interesting.
Yes.
And you can't really frame or predict what that's going to look like because they hadn't gotten there yet. Because think about it. If she or he is, I don't know why we want to call this an anonymous person a girl.
I know.
But anyway, if he or she is in the 10th grade right now, and this is 2005, 2006 school year. Okay, 11, 12, they got 2 years. And it's going to be 2007, 27, 28, 29. We're moving into 2030.
Yes, we are, Jay.
Okay.
The age of technology.
Yeah, so there's going to be so much that changes for these babies. And they're going to have to really frame what things are going to look like and how they're going to adapt to this new world, because it's going to be new. It's new every day.
You're right. Everything is always changing, and technology continues to grow. And as technology grows, these kids are like, they're geniuses, even though they're quiet. Even though they're quiet and they're to themselves, they're geniuses. And the reason I say that is because they know much more than we ever will know. Than we could ever know. They know so much more because of the age in which they grew up in. I just feel like it's such a shame, though, because of the age that they grew up in, that it just made just regular conversation obsolete.
Yeah.
It made regular conversation obsolete. I mean, think about that. That changes the ball game for everything. It changes the ball game for what an interview looks like.
Yeah.
It changes the ball game for just like we were talking about, talking on the phone, but just socializing and conversation back and forth. Like back in the day, okay, like we would get together and go to whoever's house, and we were gonna play the video game and laugh and talk and have a good time and eat snacks and all that stuff. These kids don't even go out because of this age with this technology. They don't go out. They socialize and they talk through the video games. They're not even face to face, Jay.
Right. And here's the thing, Tina. If you started talking to them about something in the digital world or AI or whatever, you would open and awaken something in them because they're knowledgeable about that. That makes sense to them. That's their language.
That's how
you're speaking their language. So you know how I look at these babies right now? They are billion-dollar brains.
Come on, that's good.
Because
Jay.
we learn this. We will never use the full capacity of our brains.
Right.
And as time has gone by, this is my philosophy, I'm just saying. As time has gone by, we have broadened the usage of our brains. We have broadened how we use them. We have opened up areas in which we are thinking more analytically, more critical. Like we are doing so much more because of what the resources that we have,
right,
the tools that we have. And so it pushes us. They can't think like us.
Mhm.
They have to think beyond us.
That's right.
They have to keep going further and further, because otherwise they'll be left behind, which is one thing that that I feel like happened when teaching. Because I remember when I was teaching I stopped like 2013,
Mhm.
and they had already started to change the curriculum to prepare the kids for the workforce.
Wow.
And we are now in 2025. And now we wonder why the kids looking at us like,
yeah,
what we talking about?
Right.
Let's talk about business. Let's talk about making money. Because these kids want to make money.
They want to make money.
They want their own business.
That is fact. That is true. Because when I talk to these young adults, when I talk to these young adults on this job, and like the first thing that they talk about is, well, I'm just trying, I'm trying to pick up this shift so that I can make money. I'm trying to pick up this shift. They are all like, their mindset is finances.
Mm-hmm.
That is not where our mindset was. Our mindset was, we're going to go out, we're going to have fun. And, and we even got into some trouble. But these kids, or these young adults rather, their mindset is, in a way, is more mature than how ours was.
Yeah.
Just because they are thinking on things that are much more prevalent to to the daily life and living, as opposed to what we did. It's easy for us to look at it, to look at them and say, gosh, man, especially at our age, like, this is such a weird culture. Like, this is like, they're so different. It may be true that they're different, but like you said, they are geniuses.
They are geniuses. I remember when I turned 16, I went to work at Winn-Dixie for $4.75. Minimum wage. Let me tell you something. These kids today, because it's in your household, you just said, my son said, I want to make some extra money for Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. So minimum wage is never going to be enough for them.
Oh, no. Girl, no.
It will never be enough.
The jobs that these kids are coming out, and I keep calling them kids, I mean young adults,
yeah.
The jobs that these young adults are coming into, they're not making minimum wage. These jobs are paying $15 an hour, $18 an hour.
Yeah.
Some of us never even seen that in our day, back in the day. Actually, there's some of us now that still don't even make that, because the jobs would prefer to bring in the younger, the younger generation, the young adults, because they are able to work the equipment, to deal with the technology, because things have changed so much.
They're forward thinkers.
They're forward thinkers.
Yeah.
They're forward thinkers. They're actually thinking about saving money in a 401k. They're actually thinking about when they buy a house and being independent. Girl, my son, all he talks about is putting money in the bank. Now, he don't mind spending mine, but he will put money in the bank. Like, sometimes I'm like, dang, man, your account probably look better than mine.
Right.
Like, for real, for both of my kids, because that is where their mindset is.
And they are process changers.
They are.
Because here's the thing.
That's good.
If they see something that you're doing, their mind automatically goes, how can I better this process? How can I make this more efficient?
Yeah.
And
user
friendly and easier.
Yeah.
And we think that they're being lazy. They're not being lazy, they're being smarter.
They're being very smart.
So I'm gonna teach you.
Now that's in some things.
In some things.
That's a whole nother conversation when it comes to that generation. But yes, in mine, I completely agree. I completely agree.
So I'm going to change your process. That's why I told you billion dollar brains.
Girl.
I'm going to change your process, make it more efficient. And then as I'm changing the process, I'm going to increase the productivity. Mm-hmm. I'm going to increase your bottom line. Mm-hmm. Your profit, your profit here is going to increase.
That's right.
Like, this is the way that they're thinking. We weren't thinking like that.
No.
Baby, give me my check on Friday.
Right.
I got some shoes I want to buy. I got to get gas in my car.
Give me my $86
Girl, I was driving my Nova
for a whole entire week.
Girl. And we thought we made some money.
Right. And these kids are bringing home bank.
Girl.
They are bringing home bank. I'm telling you, I talk to these young adults, and their mindset is completely different from ours. And I know it's easy for, like I said before, it's easy for us that are older in age to look at them and to think, man, like to call them lazy because of the way of life, how life has formed itself around them. But this is not what they chose. This is how life formed around them because of how things progressed. Again, talking about them being on their fun is being on the video games and being on social media.
Being on the phone,
that's their fun. Like their fun compared to ours. Ours was physical, and we would do activities and these kids are like, I don't do that.
Right.
Like what do I need to do that for? Like,
right. And the other thing too, for me, I have adopted that social media because I will look at social media quicker than I look at TV.
Girl, I don't even turn the TV on some nights. Some nights I don't even turn the TV on because there's more satisfying material or entertainment in the videos that I just scroll through looking at, laughing.
Yeah.
Just laughing because they have catered the technology to your interests.
Yeah.
That be another reason why these kids are like, well, I don't need to talk to you because my interest is right here, in front of me. So I really truly don't need to talk to you.
And that's another reason why, like with it's even more comfortable for them to be alone or to be to themselves because they have things that can entertain them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And can keep their focus. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna meet you at chess club, or I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't know, like chess club.
You was in chess club?
No, wood shop. Build a bear. I don't know. Like I did do wood shop.
You did, yeah, wood shop. Hey,
it was somebody that was in there that was a dude that I thought he was cute, and so I did that. And then I was like, I can't do that. I was like, no, I don't like that. Oh, Tina, yeah, we know you liked it.
Yeah, girl, because I
build a house. We know you liked it. DIY. Yes, ma'am.
We gotta make stuff.
We already know, but no. So you just think about that. Like you got like. Now I was in theater and all that stuff, plays and different things like that. Because some things will never change.
Now, see, that brings something else to my attention. Things like that, jobs like that, careers like that. How do these kids continue to keep those things alive when they are so entangled in only social media? Seeing that those type of careers require creativity, will they become obsolete, Jay? Because of the lack of socializing, living in a world that socializes less and less by the year. Like every year, like it becomes less. It seems like it becomes less and less. I guess you can't necessarily say that socializing becomes less. It just changes in its form to where it's making certain ways obsolete.
Yeah, like it just becomes a more individualized society.
Mm-hmm. And is that good though?
I think that you lose so much of the camaraderie and the love thy neighbor as yourself, and like you just treat others the way you want to be treated. Like you lose so much of that when you take community out. Gosh. When you take fellowship out.
That part. Yeah. Because now you can even do church online. Like
and people prefer it.
And they prefer to do church online. Like there has been a loss of us actually coming together and serving and fellowshipping together in oneness. Back in the day, you go to church and on Sundays, certain Sundays, they would cook and everybody sat down together, eat Sunday dinner. You eat Sunday supper at church or at home, eat Sunday supper. But that's still typical, the things that you do at home with your family. But the socializing part with the other members of the church, like you would actually do certain things. There might even be other programs that you would attend. I mean, Jay, I know all about it. I mean, you grew up in the church, so
and did.
So you So
every day.
So you know all about
every day.
So you learn to be very social. Not only that though, but in the church is also a place where you learn to do public speaking. Mm-hmm. And you learn to feel comfortable talking around people and strangers, because those people, they're not necessarily strangers, but they don't live in your home.
Yeah, and they're a group of people.
It's a group of people. So you learn public speaking. So a lot of skills and things of that nature are being missed just because of how things have changed. Now, I will say that it has been supplemented with other ideas, such as public speaking courses and things like that you can take online, which is like, like to me, I'm like, wow, like everything you can do, every course just about you can do online. You don't even have to be face to face with people.
But I'll tell you something about that. When you are authentic and when you have gifting, AI can't give you that.
Come on, girl, speak.
AI can't give you the sauce on top of that meat.
That's good.
Like
good.
It can't give you that, and so it can only give you a foundation.
That's Campbell soup.
But yeah, it can only give you a foundation. It can't give you technique. It can't give you strategy. It can't give you the essence and the ingredients.
That's right.
It can't give you that.
It doesn't have feeling. It doesn't. Yeah. It does not have feeling. Which goes back to why it is still important that we have some kind of bond between one another, and it not all just be through technology.
Yeah,
the people that you know or the people that you are acquainted with help you with yourself socially, but they also help you to grow.
I can think about people in my life that have added to why and how I am who I am today, even down to the way that I interact with other people, my personality. We take different things from people that we come in contact with through our whole entire life.
Jay.
And if you are only coming in contact with your cell phone, your laptop, your tablet, whatever the case is. I remember sitting in a whole room full of people and everybody was on their phone.
Oh my gosh, it just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
I was at the doctor's office. The TV was on. Everybody was on their phone. I had to just look up. I wanted to take a picture,
girl,
but I couldn't, because guess what? I had something I needed to do on my phone.
Girl, you had to get on yours.
Yeah.
I mean, but then, okay. So now you say that, and because that goes back to the technology, the use of communication through technology. What if that made things like televisions obsolete? What if that made the TV obsolete?
We're going to there.
That is so crazy. It's almost the same as how people prefer tablets over laptops and computers.
Yeah.
Now you still have a few select, there's a remnant of people that they like the computer because they have to use it for their job. But some jobs you can actually do based off of a tablet. But then you have like the gamers. They can't do you can do some games off of a tablet, but the gamers that they want to use the computers, the desktop computers for certain gaming and things like that. But it creates this change even in the objects and the merchandise and the retail that we buy. Everything is changing. Everything is changing based off of the way that we socialize, Jay. Based off of how we socialize.
Katina, think about us. We come in the office. We have our tablet. We have our laptop. We have our phone.
Yep.
If we could have our desktop from the house, it would be here too. So, and we already talked about, we got to get one for here or two for here.
Yeah.
So it's just like, we can't get beyond it. It just is what it is. And that's where we come in. That's why we are necessary.
Yes, we
are. The older generation is necessary.
It is.
And the older generation is necessary to instill those things in you. Those parents that's like, okay, look, you done been on that iPad for too long.
Right.
Give that to me. Go outside.
Right.
My sister-in-laws do that. Them boys go outside and play.
That's good. See, that goes back to screen time. It seemed like not very long ago just a couple years ago, we were concerned about screen time until COVID happened.
Yeah.
When COVID happened, screen time was non-existent because everything had to be done over the computer. What happened? What happened at the point to where we said, okay, now screen time is okay, versus before when we were saying, no, we need to make sure that we take a break from that. But think of the things that happen from that. You being on the computer creates headaches. You being on the computer weakens your eyes. There's all kinds of side effects.
It's all kinds
of this stuff.
But I remember seeing that sign that would come up and stop everything that you were doing and saying that you needed to take a break. And it would count you down. You could not use the computer for that period of time.
Would shut down. Stuff
it
would
stop. You couldn't wake it up. You couldn't do anything. And they got away from that.
They got completely away from that, Jay. It's just crazy. Okay, so even further, a little bit deeper dive into that. These devices, all these devices that we use. Now, I know we're talking about how we socialize, but it has also, it created an effect on our health because these devices carry radiation.
Yeah.
They carry radiation in the use of your cell phone, in the use of your tablets, in these AirPods and earbuds and all these different things that we use. And that is an effect on our health. And this is because we have changed the way that we socialize. Who would think that something so simple, so small, when we started this conversation, we started at, they just don't want to talk. They want to be to themselves. And now we have driven all the way down to the point of how that can affect your health. Not only your health as far as radiation and headaches and things of that nature, but also your mental.
Yeah.
Your mental.
Yeah. And that's the thing. So here's the other thing about that too, is when you think about everything that you have said and everything that it encompasses, we cannot talk about socialization without talking about technology.
That's right.
We cannot.
We can't.
We cannot talk about technology without talking about how you socialize, because you use it to socialize. Just as we use the phone, we still got the phone. It's a cell phone. It's just now a computer in our pocket.
That's right.
And we're able to use it however we need to use it in work and in life and leisure. And so down to the point of how we get our food, how we book our flights. We don't call nowhere no more and say, I need to book Who does that?
Girl.
Who does that? But I say the cat, because I need to make sure that what I'm looking at on the screen is gonna match.
Exactly, because I don't want you to mess up my order, because as soon as I put it in here, somebody gonna misread it. But if I'm standing in front of you and I'm telling you that order, I know that it's gonna come to me right. But girl, you talk about that, and you talk about, dealing with people face to face, in ordering your food and things like that. Why this particular place, they don't necessarily have a staff of human resources. No. You got to do everything through an app.
Baby, app, girl. Everything is through app.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating.
Even
everything through an app.
Even drive-thrus, there's not a person that's saying, "Welcome to McDonald's."
Oh my gosh.
It is a AI person. It's a robot.
It's crazy.
Whatever it's telling you. And that is, baby, that leads me to something. But I'm a fall back because that's a part of my rant. So y'all stay tuned for the rant.
That is so crazy. I mean, Jay, even the doctors in the doctor's office, they utilize these tools and these AI and the tablets to do their note taking.
Baby,
recording everything that we say.
Baby, let me tell you something. I went with my spouse to a doctor's appointment, and the robot came and called her name.
See?
And we got up and followed the robot. Man, we're looking at each other like, where are we at? Are we on the jet too?
Right. The robot.
What is happening?
Us around.
Yes, and it told her to have a seat.
Yeah. Stop.
The doctor will be in soon. And left the room. Didn't bump into nothing. Didn't do nothing.
Jay,
I said, I'm done.
Jay, are they trying to make humans obsolete? I mean, I'm saying sometimes some things are just a little bit too. Sometimes I feel some things are a little bit too far. I do not renege on that comment. I do not renege. Sometimes some things are just too much.
You cannot erase humanity.
You can't.
You cannot erase those things that make us who we are.
That's right.
Those things that connect us. Those things that like attract us or inspire us to get to know one another, to be a part of each other's lives outside of our families.
Right.
Like you can't erase those things.
Right.
And then we wonder why people have mental issues.
Right.
Mental health is so prevalent.
It is.
Like we wonder because things contribute to that. Things push people to certain places. Mm-hmm. And sometimes things can just be too much because if you don't have the capacity to like take in all of this and to retain and everything, then it overpowers you. Think about the ones that are older than us, that some of them are even our age, that are so far behind in technology.
Oh my gosh, Jay.
That they just don't even deal with it.
Jay, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like I could tell you some stories, especially in the work that I do. I could tell you some stories. But Jay, you know something else that this makes me think about? We're talking about socializing, right? And we're talking about just carrying on conversations and things like that. And how it feels as if it's becoming obsolete. But when a woman has a baby or when parents have babies, they are so excited to hear their child's first words. Mm-hmm. Why? Like, we are so excited to hear our babies speak, that they can carry on a conversation. But now we have entered into a world to where our babies now can sit in their room and we sit in our room, and instead of them come to talk to us, they shoot us a text. Mm-hmm. That is so cold. That's so, like, there's no warmth to that. There's no warmth. True. And it creates a laziness. It does.
This is that microwave society.
Girl.
Everything instantaneously.
Girl. It's so much to think about and so much depth in the discussion of being social, like just like sociable and having a social life, and it's so much. That's another thing with this young adult age. If you're not actually going out and being amidst and around people, how do they meet people? Besides, I mean, all you hear that is so.
They even date.
Wow,
online,
girl.
If you don't like somebody in your
old school.
Baby, if you don't like somebody in your school, you got a whole bunch of other people across the world, around the world that you can meet and talk to and date if you want to. And then even like our television shows and things like that, we have so many reality shows. There is a show called The Circle. All they're doing is that they are in their own room and they are talking to the computer, each one of them, and they are socializing through the computer. And that's the whole premise of the whole thing. And I thought that it would not be interesting. I looked at it. It is very interesting because you don't know who you're talking to. They can pretend to be somebody else.
Oh my
God! They can change their career. They can, like, because your whole objective, and I can't remember.
It's an imaginary world.
Yeah, somebody has to help me. Like, I have to put in the comments what the objective of The Circle is, because there is supposed to be an ultimate social lies or an ultimate social winner or whatever the case is. But the thing about it is we have formed our lives around what is our reality. Wow. And we capitalize on it.
Is it a reality or is it a fantasy? Because if you're doing things like that, then there is no reality, because you're just making yourself whomever it is that you can imagine and phantom in your mind. You're creating your own world.
Mm-hmm. And when they get rid of one of them, that one gets to pick who they want to go see if they really like go visit that person.
Like they actually go in the room?
They actually go in that room and because they're eliminated. So they go in the room and they can see that, oh my God, this is really a woman. Or, oh my God, this is really somebody. They could have been talking to anybody.
Oh my God.
They be flirting, everything. Because you're trying to make people like you and want you.
That's crazy.
There.
That's kind of predatory. Crazy. Like,
girl, you have to read it. Like you have to read up on it, because you're not gonna watch it. You're not gonna be okay. You're gonna be like, I got too much to do with myself, because you're looking at this and watching them talk to a computer,
right,
and say what they wanted to type, and girl, it's a whole thing.
Oh my God, I never even heard of it until
it's called
now.
The Circle.
The Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but all right, y'all. Well, we hope we shed some light on some things. We hope we talked about some things.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all get nothing else, please nurture your relationships that you have. Please talk face to face with people.
Yes.
Please pick up the phone and call them. Don't text them. Yes. If it's your mama and daddy, they want to see you. They want to hear your voice. Yes. They want to look at you. Like, come on now. Let's do better.
Yes,
okay?
Please.
And let's try to maintain these relationships.
Yes. I love the way you wrapped it up, Jay.
All right, guys, we about to wrap it up, baby. And look, let me explain something real quick, okay? Because we look forward to this each week when we get ready to wrap it up, especially when we rant. Because, baby, we're about to rant, okay? Especially when we rant, because these are some of the things that you hold in, that you don't say, that you try to keep yourself together. But it is a worry and a bother and a problem.
I wish I could see her face.
Baby. Okay, because literally, here we go. So my rant, Tina ain't even going to ask you who want to go first, because I got to get it out.
Go ahead and get it out, girl. Get it out.
My rant today, for this week, probably for my life, is what I do. It bothers me, it gets under my skin, and I don't like it. Okay, and this might be like my big bad moment. I don't know. But when I go to the drive-thrus, I'm going to always ask for my food fresh.
Okay, yes.
Why is it that the food taker number one, the food taker number two, even a little automated have a little attitude when you ask for your cook, for your cook to order?
Sure do.
Why do you have an attitude because I want my food fresh?
Right, when you're the one paying for it.
And you are the fast food place. So if you want fast food, that means it's supposed to be fresh.
Right.
Because I'm like, it's fast food. Right. Drive through. I do not understand this. And this brings me to that Bojangles that told my wife that we don't make fresh Bo Bites.
What? You lying. No, they didn't.
Baby, she had to leave before she tore up Bojangles. I don't get it. I don't understand it. If that is not what you want to do, if that is not your desire to be at work that day, please take a mental health day. Please take a self-care day. Please do not come in, because I don't want no cold chicken.
Don't nobody want no cold food, period. So, I don't care where it is.
Cold fries.
Bojangles, McDonald's, Wendy's, Arby's.
Don't make a difference. Don't want nothing cold.
Nobody paying for no cold food. Don't nobody want no cold food. And why you gonna get mad? Why are you getting mad when it is your job to cook the food?
Mm-hmm.
It is your job to cook the food.
It is your job
to prepare it. And it might not even be your job to cook the food, but you got an attitude because you got to take the order to cook the food.
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Girl.
And then on top of that, another part of the rant, on top of that is, if I am coming to you when you first start serving lunch, why is the food not hot?
This is a mystery. Are you giving me food that you had sitting up on the counter from last night and you just left lights on it?
Baby.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You just went from breakfast to lunch.
Baby.
Everything should be hot and ready.
Yes.
Everything should be hot.
Everything.
There's no excuse. Jay, I feel you on this whole food thing and your orders being right. Look, I'm gonna add a little to that before I give you mine, but check it out. So I went to Biscuitville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. I went to Biscuitville and I always ask for, look, I like my muffins to be light. I like my bacon to be foldable. I like my food a certain way. And if I am paying for it, that is the way that I want it. And if I take the time to tell you that, as you being an order taker, Don't be nonchalant with me and brush it off and not even put it in the order.
Yes.
I can see the ticket.
Yes.
I see the ticket that you didn't even put it down. So when I get to the window to go get my stuff, and you give me the hardest, blackest,
that's a problem.
There is, there's a problem.
That's a problem. Or if I ask for my sandwich with no bun, why is it so hard that you don't understand what no bun means?
Please, it is simple instruction.
Yes.
Simple instruction.
Girl, so we went one, I can't even remember where it was now. Lord Jesus, where was it? Was it Cookout? Well, we asked for the lettuce. Can you replace the buns with lettuce?
Okay, yeah. They couldn't do it.
He said what? 3 times. The third time he said, okay. I said he ain't got it.
Oh my God.
I looked. I was like, he don't have it. I was like, watch how this sandwich come. I said, watch. We got the sandwich because the sandwich was just made with lettuce,
what?
the meat, and bread.
Oh my gosh.
I said, I was so frustrated.
Right.
I'm just like,
make you upset. You trying to hold your peace.
So I'm like, can you just take it back?
Where were you at?
Cookout. Can you just take it baback and make it the right way, and I'll just take the bun off and give me 2 pieces of lettuce.
Right. I'll just make it myself. Yeah.
Because at this point, I should have went home and cooked anyway.
Yeah. Because you gotta make it.
This is too much.
Because you gotta make it. And you know what? It's another thing about Cookout. It's a certain one. It's a certain one.
Talk about them.
Why will you? If I order 4 meals, don't hand me that stuff and not put it in a bag. That's ridiculous. I do not want stuff flying all across my carpet in the car.
I'm gonna give you 4 trays.
You just gonna stack. You gonna hand me 4 separate trays instead of you putting it in a bag. That is so lazy. That is so lazy. Do you know I've actually had to ask them for a bag and put my stuff in the bag after they have handed it to me in the car? Yeah. That's ridiculous.
They don't even give cup holders no more.
That's crazy.
I asked for a cup holder. They act like I asked them for something that they never heard. A what?
What? Girl, that's crazy.
I said
what's happening?
Cup holder that holds cups.
Right. This is like this.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Girl, I be wanting to
give you the attitude.
I be wanting to act out in that car. And I see so many on social media, that's when I'm talking about it, but I see so many people on social media that's got out the window of their car to come in to try to choke up the little food taker. So over it.
Oh my gosh. Well, girl, I want to tell you that's a good one for the day. That's a good one for the day.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay, I got you. So here, this is my rant. So I am the type of person that I don't really care for having to borrow things from people because, you borrow something breaks or whatever, and then you end up having to buy them something brand new, and you would have came out better just buying it for yourself. So I tend to like to have my own stuff. But here is where the problem comes in. When people know that you have your own stuff and then they want to borrow your stuff. Okay, that's cool. And I don't mind letting you borrow my stuff.
Not have.
Borrow. People, borrow. Bring me my stuff back. Why do I have to go to your house? No, first off, why do I have to call you to remind you that you have my stuff? And that was like a month ago. And then the answer is like, oh yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna bring it to you, but then you don't never see it. Number 2, why then, after a month has passed and I done called you and reminded you, hey, I need that, because I was making plans because I was gonna use that or whatever. Now we in the next month, and why I gotta call you again and then I gotta come get it? Oh, come on now. Come on.
Baby.
Now see. I tried to be a very nice and kind person and say, okay, you know what? I'll let you borrow my stuff. I'll let you use my stuff. But when you do stuff like that, girl, the next time you come and you ask me for something, no, I ain't got. If I got it and I could be wearing it on my face, and I'm gonna tell you I ain't got it.
No,
I'm gonna say no.
it is not.
No, you cannot
For
borrow.
rental.
I ain't even got it. I ain't even got one. I got glasses on my face, and you need to borrow my glasses. I don't even have any.
Period.
I don't have any. I don't even want you to know at this point when I have something, because I know here you come.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask me to borrow something, and you're not gonna bring it back. All you got to do is bring it back.
Girl, I have let people borrow stuff, and I forgot that I let them borrow it, and it'd be years later. And I'd be like, I thought I had, and then I have to go and buy it.
You go buy
and
it.
you be like, no, so-and-so got it.
Yep, I knew I had one. I knew I had one. Girl, that's driving me crazy.
And that's the other thing. And you know that when somebody come and ask you, they already know you got it.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, they know
so
you
why
got
are you
it.
asking me? The only thing that you should say is, look, you got that such and such. Can I borrow that? Nah, do you have... You know I got it.
Right.
You saw me when I bought
I
it.
told you the answer is going to start being if I'm wearing it on my face.
Girl.
No, I ain't got one. Why? Because you won't bring it back.
Right.
I don't care if it's not the fact that you borrowed it. I don't care. It's that, dang, could you please bring it back to me? I don't want to be stuck in the middle of whatever it is that I was planning to do. And then I can't do it like you said. Okay. So, okay, you let somebody borrow your curling irons. Okay, well, you borrow my curling irons now. It's been a month and I ain't been able to curl my hair.
Girl, my hair ain't been curling 5 months. Why?
Because you got my curling irons.
Get them people they stuff back.
I ain't going to buy another one, because see, what you was thinking is that I was going to go buy another one. You can keep
you was going to have it. No.
Give
them people they stuff back. They want it. They only try to. The only reason they ask you for it is because they done probably forgot.
That's it.
Give them their stuff back.
Girl. Oh, God. Period.
All right, fam. We love y'all. We thank y'all for hanging out with us. We thank y'all for spending time with us. Please meet us in them comments. Please meet us on our social media platforms. Please come talk to us. Come rock with us. Come share your thoughts, your laughs and stuff with us. We look forward to talking to you all.
We love y'all.
We really do.
We really, truly love y'all. Y'all take the time to log in just to listen to us, like while you're doing your daily things, whether it's you're on your lunch break
or working.
Yeah, working. Or like my cousin, she be cleaning up and she be listening. But we really, really, truly appreciate y'all. We can't do it without you all, and we always have to make sure that we put it out there, our gratitude.
Yes, most definitely. We enjoy you listening to us on your drives home. We enjoy it.
We sitting in the passenger side.
And sitting in the passenger seat in the back. It's fine. Yes, please. We, like I said, like Tina said, we really do appreciate each and every one of you. And we look forward to coming every week providing you guys with entertainment, with inspiration, with love, with hope, with joy, with all of those things that can be edifying for your life. So, Tina, we heading out. We wrapping up.
You know it.
So what we gonna do? We gonna live,
laugh,
and love. All right, y'all. Till next week.